Welcome to the 12-volt news show that you've just been dying to see. It's October. It's a spooky month, and we can say stuff like that. Can't next month, unless you're a turkey. Anyways, weather. Little off today, just slightly seconds, it seems like. What's the weather like today, Fernando?
Currently to my phone, it says it's 65 degrees.
It's so weird.
The high is going to be 84. The low is going to be 62. Sunny.
Yeah, it's like my watch says 64. It was, I mean, and you're right here, 65, 64.
That could sound lower, probably.
You'd be hotter, so you're higher. You're closer to the sun. I don't know. It's crazy. But hey, guys, and welcome to the news. We got a jam-packed show for you today. But as always, before we dive deep into that, Springfield checking in, 36 with a high 62. Ooh, the weather's be changing. Pizza Dave, Vermont. It's 36 with a high of 54. I'm sure he's just loving the few days of leaves changing and looking all fantastical. Good morning from the Pacific Northwest. Currently 47 with a high of 60. Expected minor flooding today. Oh, wow. That's no good. Houston currently 71 with a high of 85 and a 7% chance of rain. It's almost not even worth talking about. That just means 7% of the viewership is going to get on. Good morning, San Diego. 55 currently with a high of 75 today. Tennessee checking in at 36 with a high of 62. Man, they get like swings like that. I mean, like, it's crazy. Good morning, 12-volt peeps. South Carolina, 48 degrees currently. Today is going to reach about a 70. Brad checking in from Modesto, currently 51 and partly cloudy. High today of 71. I'm going to show you all the pictures that Goofball's been doing, printing with his new printer. He's been going ham. So, Sean Frederick, a.k.a. Big Red. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Sunny at 44 in North Carolina, high of 65.
Good. Very good.
We had frost this morning. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, already?
That's crazy. That guy, Mr. Vera, breezy, chilly, Destin, a.k.a. not Florida. But 62, the high is 70. Morning. Hi, how you doing?
Good morning.
Welcome to the show, as always. Good morning, everyone. Houston, 70 with a high of 82.
Very good.
Good morning, cloudy, 52. Detroit. Detroit. Good old Detroit. Absolutely dying for the news. I know, right? It's like, it's going to be so fantastic. I'm so excited. Middle of Tennessee, 34, currently 61. I feel like the middle of Tennessee probably gets the least amount of love. You know, because it's like you have the far side, which is like Nashville, and then you have the other side, which is like the mountains and stuff where everybody goes to vacation. Then you have the middle. Like
Nobody goes to the middle?
No, I mean I drove through the middle, which was beautiful. Oh my God, it was amazing to get to Nashville. You know, it was like, and then I was like, we should go back. 71 in Houston. It feels very fresh.
Super fresh.
Different Houstons. Danny checking in, 35 in Chicago, a.k.a. Michigan. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Good Good morning, gentlemen. It's 65 in Dallas. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
Hello from Maine. We
What
just
up?
know it's cold. You don't even have to tell us. We know it's cold and probably even colder. Cool, clear, Kansas City. Just want to say I appreciate all the DSP lessons they have helped me considerably. You're welcome.
There you go.
Princeton, New York, currently 48 with a high of 59. Hot and humid. Puerto Rico. No way.
Mm-hmm.
That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that. Yeah, it's tropics. Kentucky is cold as hell this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't even bother to look. He just walked outside and it's old school weather. It's cold. This sucks.
That's it.
You know, that's kind of how I feel about our weather. It's like I have a jacket in my car now and just keep the Modus jacket in there because I'm driving with the top down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful in the morning, but it's like it's a little like
too cold.
No, it's just a little like you should be like, yeah. A little bit of flooding going on in the Dominican Republic.
Oof. Yeah.
Yep. Got that. They had a storm come through there. So I was watching. They tell us these things. We know these things because once it passes you, it comes straight for us. So, anyways, welcome to the news. I would just like to let everyone know that this news that we're about to put onto you is not that button. Pretend like I know what I'm doing. Okay, this button right here. We steal from the good friends at CE Outlook. If you'd like to read the stories that we're about to, tell you or get deeper or go see if there's something we just didn't feel was important enough to talk about, you can head over to CE Outlook. They also have the social page, which has videos and other articles that are more consumer-centric. But anyways, thank you for them doing their job so we can steal it and do our job. Moving on, we got stories. Yes, we do. We got stories. How about you? Let's hit this button here. Now we'll hit this button. Vox teams up with MECP for free Viper certification. Back when Beulah bought MECP, we all just kind of looked at him like, why? Mm-hmm. And then he talked to me. He's like, there's this vision he has of wanting to do certifications outside of the standard, like
regular that they had before. Yes.
Yeah. And the fantastic thing is he's doing a really good job of expanding, making it with 4 tests now. It's 8 tests now. It'll be 20 tests. And I was like, wow, that's a cool idea. Yeah. I mean, certification programs in other industries are pretty prevalent. So having one for ours is cool.
Yeah.
This one is obviously the first for the alarm stuff. So that'll be cool. Mm-hmm. If you're a Viper dealer, check it out because you might be able to get your free another sticker to put on the wall.
Or Vox dealer, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you have to be a Viper dealer. You have to be a Viper Platinum dealer. And I think the deal is through Mesa. So, but either way, you can buy the test if you anyone can take the test. It's like you got the money, boom, here you go.
Yeah, of course. And I think the website is fantastic.
Oh, it
is. MECP website. If you're interested, go to the MECP.
Tropical Storm Melissa.
That's right.
Yes, we will be going to SEMA. We'll be in the Rockford booth, hanging out with all the cool Rockford guys, talking about the new Rockford stuff, which there is new car audio Rockford stuff this year.
It is.
Breaking news. Super happy. Chattanooga. Fantastic. Is the alarm market still big for cars? That's a great question. And in our world, no. But all my buddies that live up north, they still do tons of remote starts. And a lot of cars don't have alarms. And a lot of the newer cars like Kias and some of the Chryslers are real easy to steal. Mm-hmm. So there are some things that you could add to these cars to make them not as easy to steal. So, fortunately for a lot of alarm guys that still do that stuff, those companies made their cars real easy to steal in the attempt to make them hard to steal. Mm-hmm. So it's still a thing. Shocking to me, but yes. They're going to, yep, there you go. Okay. So moving on.
No Jeeps again. This is going to be a totally new product.
Oh God, no. No, this is all punch.
Yeah.
Got all brand new punch speakers coming. We've talked about it many times. Mm-hmm. It's not a surprise. They've redesigned the whole punch line, and the first thing to come out will be the speakers. And more. They're going to have amps and subs and all that, but the first thing we're going to be dealing with while we're there at SEMA is the new speakers. So we're pretty excited. And as you know, we'll get more. And speaking of SEMA, Rydeen is gonna have a booth there, and the reason why I bring this up is a lot. Like we had this week. Some guy was like he wanted 360 dash cam, and I was like, okay, you bought the wrong thing. Rydeen, on the other hand, is one of those manufacturers that currently makes a 360 dash cam, but it's replacing your mirror, which we all know is not the easiest thing to do and or smartest thing to do because there's a lot of technology in the mirrors that makes them hard to replace. They're coming out with a new unit, and it's called like the Mini, they spell it weird, Mini 360. It'll be there at SEMA, and we'll check it out and see what it looks like because, yeah, why not? You know, it could be cool, and it could fit a niche. So there's always that random amp that we like to talk about in the news. And this week it's DD Audio came out with full range monoblock amps. The nice thing about this is they admittedly say these are for stunt walls, bro. These are for stunt walls and loudspeakers. They say it right in the description. The one thing in the description that kind of threw me off though was they're fast.
What do you mean they fast?
I don't know, but one of the things that they use, you know, when they're describing the amplifier, they said these are fast amplifiers, and I was like,
I go 0 to 60.
I don't know. That was weird. I was like, wait, fast? I mean, I get it. They're talking about the switching, and that's how come they can be full range monos. Right. Is what I'm thinking. But they're known for being fast, and I was just like, wrong terminology. But if you're looking for giant amplifiers that can play full range to make your loudspeakers loud as hell, boom, DD Audio, a very nice brand, has you all set and ready to go. They're the other Oklahoma brand.
Oklahoma,
yeah. And as far as new product news, also, if you're one of those guys that likes to build boxes or anything that needs a hole inside of it, I don't like to build boxes, and I have a CNC. Anyways, bougie. However, for years and years and years, when I was building boxes, I had nothing as cool as this. The circle cutting tool that Mobile Solutions just came out with is pretty next level. It's designed to attach to your smaller, more usable routers that everyone is using now. But for those of you that don't know, the School of Fab put on by Mark at Cardio Fab and Brian from Mobile Solutions, the next section is going to feature the circle cutting tool that they just came out with. It is free to watch the first time. So while they're doing it live and they do Q&A and they do all the fun stuff, they put them out usually twice a month, depending on whether they have topics to talk about. However, they also offer a pay program. So if you want to go back and watch all the videos that they've done over the years, you can sign up for their account. What is it? A Patreon account. And you'll have access to those. But yeah, it's coming up, so you can click on in the tab, find out when it's going to happen, and then check it out and see if it's a tool that you might be interested in.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
No, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, going back to the alarm, Reflective Sound and Tint says, here in Houston, alarms are very popular. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love building boxes. Crazy as that sounds, I love to do this. Like I said, and there again, it's free.
Yeah.
So why would you not?
And they always come out with new techniques and tricks and all that stuff to do. What you guys love. Yeah.
Rockford Fosgate for the new Toyota FJ. Yeah, dude, trust me, they got some really cool stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And we are very excited to. I'm really looking forward to this tweeter. I can't talk about all the details on it, but it's going to be cool and a lot of fun. Moving on, also, our good friends at Diamond Audio bring back concentric tweeters.
Yeah.
Point source. Basically, they're doing a point source.
Okay.
The cone has these cool little nipples on them for rigidity. Yeah, we're getting some new point source Diamond Audio high-end speakers from Diamond.
So they used to have it already?
But it's just one of those throwback technologies that a lot of people haven't done, like passive radiators, kicker, basically.
Right.
It was like they made the passive radiator thing in our world. It's been around for years and years and years. And that's one of the things they were known for. And then they didn't do it. Now they have it back. And,
very cool.
So, and point source, a lot of manufacturers do point source, and Morel, Audison. So Diamond is getting into the point source business. That's basically, for those of you who go, what is a point source? It's where the cone meets. And then instead of having, that's where the tweeter is. so the tweeter isn't sitting up on a bridge. There's some arguments on how it makes speakers sound better in ride here and all this other stuff. Whatever. They all sound good. But Diamond, of course, in the ever-evolving process, they're coming out with new stuff constantly. As John has told us, they're coming out with some really cool stuff. This is we're starting to see it.
Yeah.
So it ought to be fun.
Do you know if they go into SEMA?
I don't know. I mean, they've been the last 2 years that we've gone. So also in the news, Crutchfield asked Supreme Courts for tariff chaos relief. If anybody here is in is in the retail world of any kind and you sell anything, you know that these tariff taxes are driving things absolutely batshit bonkers. There are some really stupid people out there. Some of you may be them that always say the same stupid shit that, you should buy it here. Like, listen, guys, what world are you living in where you think some of this stuff could be made in the U.S. or is made in the U.S. and it doesn't exist right now. But the tariff program is making it very hard for retailers to function as retailers. We were talking about this the other day. Some manufacturers have published price sheets with a column now that just says tariff. So you have what the product costs and what the tariff column is, and that column fluctuates weekly sometimes to reflect what the silliness of the government is doing to the tariffs, aka taxes. Crutchfield being one of the largest retailers, online retailers as well as retailers, they do have a brick and mortar store, is like over it, like everybody else in this industry, and I'm sure any industry that has been hit hard by these, farmers, construction workers, basically everyone in the world or in the United States. Yeah. So there's a class act, there's a lawsuit of some kind. I don't know if it's class action. I don't know. There's a lawsuit going on right now, and they wanted to be part of it. The Supreme Court's getting ready to hear if some of these tariffs are even legal. So boom, we'll see what happens with this. I mean, if anything, yes. I mean, we need some consistency in our life. This chaos of up and down is making things. It's causing a lot of stress for people. Let's just be honest. And we got enough things in life to worry about. Whether something's going to cost $50 one day and $200 the next. It's about ridiculous at this point. But hey, make America great again. Moving on. So I've basically come to the conclusion that I will never be buying a GM car ever again.
Really?
Yeah, GM can just suck it. This is the part of the news show where we just let it all out. The good stuff was in the beginning. Now we get to actually tell you how we feel. Okay, so for years and years now, we've all seen General Motors build cars and try to push the envelope of technology forward, right? Mm-hmm. How many times have we seen this fail? Oh, wait, every time. Basically every time. Manufacturers just don't have what it takes to design things. They don't, especially infotainment. They think they have a clue. Yes, let's not go to the companies that actually are in people's hands 24/7, 8 days a week, 13 months a year, palm glued, like right here. It's like at some point we're not even going to have a hand. We're just going to have a screen attached to it that we just look at and we think and it does stuff. So let's not utilize that technology. Let's spend money and resources instead of making the car more affordable or solving problems like, I don't know, so your engine doesn't blow up or your transmission doesn't break or the wheels don't fall off or countless other things. Maybe a dash that doesn't crack or paint that doesn't fade. Let's not invest in that. Let's spend a bunch of time and effort into trying to figure out how we get people to pay us more per month. Right? Isn't that the goal?
Yeah, you know? I mean, that's how you make money.
Yeah, so OnStar was a thing for a very long time. OnStar has since kind of faded away because we don't need it anymore. As my phone reminded me this week when it automatically dialed 911 for me for no reason at all, that, hey, if you have an accident or you're in a problem, it'll take care of it for you. It's pretty awesome. So by all means, General Motors say, you know what, we're not going to do Android Auto or Apple CarPlay in our radios anymore. That's right, also Android Auto. We're just going to do Google services and you can pay us for your Google services. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't want to be beholden to this car manufacturer where I have to pay to use simple functions from my phone. Mm-hmm. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And even if I don't want to pay, I don't want to use something that they're cobbling together on the back end of something else to make it work. Like, we've all done this. We've all seen it fail and we've all seen it suck.
Yeah.
I think we've all decided that like we either like our Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and just give us that. Like earlier this year, reported on somebody that was making a box so that some of the EVs now that General Motors makes that don't come with CarPlay, you could upgrade to this box that would give you CarPlay or Android Auto back. And of course, General Motors reacted immediately and was like, "We're going to sue the shit out of you." And it was like, why? Why? If the customers want this feature and you're not providing it for them, there should be a means in which we can get it because you don't know everything. So the simplest solution for this is just not buy their stuff. Buy anybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, screw them.
Yeah.
So, and there again, yes, this override view is pretty sweet. Can supply 200 amps to 12-volt battery.
Yeah, you know, talking about sweet cars.
Yes.
Have you seen the Cadillac, the IQ?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's a beautiful, beautiful SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GM is asking you to pay them for use of connection our phones to the vehicle. Yeah, so that's currently what you're doing now. If you have one of the, you know, if you want full functionality, I mean, otherwise you just go like Bluetooth because they're using like Google stuff. You know,
and they're not upgrading it, you know, like they're gonna keep it for years, few years, of course.
Yeah, it's just
but they're not gonna be consistent like you have in your phone constantly. So no.
It's just gonna be trash. You know, it's like, listen, you know, we figured out how to solve all these issues. Let's just leave it alone. You know?
Yeah.
Let's just leave it alone. But it's okay. It's okay.
They're gonna find out soon.
Yeah, you know, hey, it's what it is. And on the opposite side of that coin, so this is like, so a lot of the European cars and some of the new little EV slate or whatever the heck it's called, they're coming with no radios, no screens in the dash, no nothing. They're like, you know what, screw it. Do your thing. We don't care. You know, you want, hey, better yet, we'll sell you a Bluetooth speaker you can attach to your dash because we know some of you guys out there do that. We see it. I mean, we have people come in when the radio's broke. I'm all for this. You know, we know we'll never get it because it's not like you're going to be able to go out tomorrow and buy a 2025, 2026, or 2027 Toyota Camry with no radio and no provision in which to put something in there. Yeah. But I'm to the point where it's like, guys, like these cars are getting so crazy. The only way they can save money is by pulling the radio out. Okay. Yeah. And that's what this is basically saying. Lack of infotainment is bringing the price of the radio down.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's been a lot of issues with infotainment systems.
Yes, it does. So it does look like
apparently this one's. That's how you fix the problem.
Well, no. GM, of course, is going to solve it by making it more complex and more rooted into the vehicle. That sounds fantastic. Way to go, guys.
So I went yesterday to do my oil change, right?
Yeah.
And they saw the radio, of course.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa. What do you do? I'm like, that looks cool. The new 2025 T1.
Tiguan, yeah.
New T1, it has the radio just like this one.
Oh,
a little bit out.
Oh, floater?
Just a little bit out. Yeah. Same 10-inch. So I'm like, hey.
Did you say, look, it also controls everything in the vehicle?
Yeah, they're like, dude, that's so cool.
I can do my check engine light, here's my tire pressure, here's all this stuff. Like, oh my God, we can.
But they don't like it though. They don't like it. They're like, I mean,
wait, it has a check engine thingy?
Kevin, the guy that I always talk to, he's like, dude, that is so cool, man. That's fantastic. We talk about cars and all that stuff. And he's like, but you know, of course, the dealership doesn't like when somebody, you know.
Yeah, but if your crap sucks, you know.
And that's what I say. I'm like, okay, we changed the radio once.
Yes.
I bring it over here. You guys change it and still have a problem. She's like, I totally agree, man. Like, it's your car. You can do whatever you want. So. Yeah,
but that's the thing, though. It isn't your car, and you can't do anything you want. General Motors already stated that. We own the intellectual property that's in your vehicle. You don't. You never will. So we have the right to do anything we want to the vehicle. Sure. I don't know about you, but if I spent $100,000 on something, it's mine. Yeah, it's mine, and I should be able to do anything I want to it. If I buy a house, okay, I can do anything I want to the house. Yeah, I can tear out walls. I can put in new plumbing. I can bring in electrical guy. As long as it's done, there's no reason. There's nothing to stop me.
Yeah,
you know, unless there's, you know, unless you're dumb enough to buy a house in a community that says no, you can't put shingles on the roof. It has to be tile. that's a whole different story. But the reality is well,
but you can still change things, right?
You can still change things
your
and do
own
anything
way.
you want. It's your house. It's your house from to the core of the earth to infinity. You own that piece of property. It's yours.
Like my kid. I own my kid. I'm going to do whatever I want with my
kid. Beat him senseless. But as far as like your car goes, these manufacturers think like, oh no, it's full of our intellectual property. It's never yours.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, guys. Like, who are these nut jobs that are running these car companies that think this is the thing that we want? And especially something like GM that just does not have the brain capacity to do this. Listen, I owned a GM for 10 years. I'm not like I'm hating on GM. I mean, it's fine. I loved my Camaro, and I love the new Camaro. I think they make some really attractive cars.
Oh, they
but if
make
it doesn't have for the amount of money you're asking for, if it doesn't have the feature I want, I will go to the next guy that does.
Yeah. Sure.
And I know there'll be some people that are like, no, I bought a Silverado, and I'm gonna have a Silverado until I die. And it's like, fine, you're that guy, and that's what they're hoping that you'll say. I just know.
Go team, go. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, there'll be no one to fix them. I mean, listen, if you still have a Saturn, what happened to the Saturns? They all just died.
But still out there.
They have maybe a handful.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing is if they go out of business, like Saturn went out of business, Pontiac went out of business, Plymouth went out of business. The original Hummer, those things are still on the road. That's probably the only one that still exists. But like all these brands of theirs and Chryslers have gone out of business.
Yeah.
And what happens? The cars just slowly fade away.
Yeah.
If General Motors went out of business tomorrow, within 10 years, the cars would be collector's items on shelves somewhere. Like, man, I bought this. This is the last Camaro they ever made. It's mint condition.
Yeah.
I only drive it when it's guaranteed to be sunny out with my Adidas.
I think that would be the Corvettes. That would be the Corvettes.
Dude, there's somebody for everything, man.
Yeah.
Cadillac made a Cavalier. They took a Cavalier and made it a Cadillac. And for those of you that don't know what that means, look it up. It's hilarious. But yeah, it was how do we make a Cavalier the crappiest car ever made by General Motors, because that was their answer to the Honda Civic, and turn it into a expensive car.
1999 Trans Am.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the one that has the big
it's the bubble
glass in the back.
Yeah, it's the bubble. Yeah, it's the bubble version of the car.
Bubble version.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Frank,
100%. The government would bail them out. Or if it was the current government, they just own half of it and say that we got the government owns part of it because that's what we want. They always make good decisions for us. Anyways, that's what we got.
Did you know in the other news they
hold on, let me pull it up there, Speedy.
Dynamite just got a new CEO.
I did not know Dynamite.
Yes, so the guy that was the CFO,
Chief Operations Officer,
he became the new owner and CEO of Dynamite.
Very nice.
Yeah.
The world's first aftermarket sound deadening company since 1989. Just thrilled to usher. Yeah. So the other thing that didn't make it into the news that I feel really bad about is, and that's a loose term because I really don't feel bad about it, but I think it sucks for a lot of the people in this industry, is Cam Masters, which is one of the largest in this industry. CNC, they make lasers. I think they make lasers. They really make CNCs. They're known for their CNC. I don't think they might not have lasers. But they make CNCs. They just announced they're closing. Not only they announced they're closing, they closed and then announced that they're closing. They're in full liquidation mode. And it's like, whoa, a lot of our friends use their products. And it's like, what? Wait, hold on. But yeah, they just were like, we're done. See ya. It's like, wow. That sucks. So if you're waiting, the thing is most people that were waiting for their product to show up have gotten letters that said, sorry, you're out of luck. These are not cheap CNCs. These are like, $80,000, $100,000 CNC machines. So, ouch. But I'm assuming it just got to the point where they couldn't sell them anymore. Or whatever. I don't know. There's really no details on why they decided to call it quits. Who knows what it is. But either way, that sucks. Really sucks.
It does.
So that's that, and that's all we got for right now. That's the news, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to apologize if I said anything that made you feel bad about General Motors, because I know a lot of you guys are big General Motors fans. And just because I'm driving a Ford right now does not mean anything. I'm not that guy. I had a Camaro, now I have a Mustang. I just wanted to own them both.
Where are you going to buy it next?
I know. Probably a Prius. Yeah. Like a new Prius.
Yeah?
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah. Electric?
Yep. Hybrid. Not electric. Hybrid. Yeah. I still want to put gas in it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk. But that's it. That's all we got. Tomorrow is Saturday, so that means 5 o'clock. We'll take all your questions. We'll have a wonderful time. We'll wrap the week up with the Q&A show.
So that means you're not buying a Trailblazer?
Why would I buy a Trailblazer?
I thought Haley wants a Trailblazer.
She wants a Blazer, not a Trailblazer.
Okay.
And I would not be buying it. That would be her. She has a job. She makes money. I don't have to do that stuff. Moving on. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy this Friday. It's cool and brisk. Put on your little hoodies, head outside, maybe take a lunch outside, and enjoy it before it really gets bad, aka winter.
Yeah.
So enjoy. See ya.
Bye, guys.